Welcome to Burping It Out podcast with Anna Regina. I'm Anna Regina, and this is Burping It Out, where we don't say what we think, we burp it out. Before we start this episode, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has reviewed this podcast on Apple Podcasts these past few days, because I just launched last week. I don't know why I didn't launch earlier. I had technical problems, but I guess it's fine now. I have so far 60-something reviews in the USA and over 90 to 100 reviews worldwide. I am so freaking pumped. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. It's mind-blowing. I wish I could thank each and every one of you. I'll think of something. Okay, so from like May the 9th or something, I had every episode scheduled until July. So, like, all the episodes that I was going to post until July are actually scheduled. They're just ready. Even this one. I just had to, like, add this little clip because, obviously. Because I'm studying currently for my SAT, and so it's going to be over at the beginning of July. So, from then on, I'm going to be shouting out maybe 5, 10, 15 people on each episode. At the beginning or at the end. I'm not sure. But I'm going to think of something. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. I don't have any other words to say other than thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna shut up. Let's begin this episode. Oh my god. That was not like, I actually drank before that. So, it wasn't that big of a coincidence that I burped right now. Anyway, today we're going to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a long time. And I don't know. I wanted to talk about it here. I don't know if you, I don't know if you're in school. I don't know if you're in college. I don't know if you are not in school anymore, whatever, or have never been to school. Who knows? But, I'm in school. I'm in my last year of high school, and I don't know when this is going to be posted, but I have to do this test where you get like accepted in college, I guess. And where I am from, I'm from Spain. You probably already know. I don't know. I mentioned it actually on my last episode. I had never really mentioned it in this podcast. I mean, no, I actually haven't mentioned it. I know exactly that I haven't mentioned it. Anyway, and did I already say that I'm from Spain, or did I not say it? What the fuck? I am so, like, I'm really sorry. Like, that's why I'm drinking coffee, although it's actually decaf. I'm a little bit tired, so I think my head is a little bit all over the place, and my arm is shaking. It's probably because I'm a little nervous. I don't know what's happening right now, in my brain. Anyway, so the thing is, I'm from Spain, and this test that gets you in college is called the EBAU. I'm not gonna say it like together because it's cringy. In other countries, in the UK, it's called the GCSEs. I don't know what it stands for. I haven't looked it up. I'm so stupid. Should I look it up right now? I don't know. And in the US, it's called the SAT or SAT. I don't know how they call it. I think they call it SAT. I don't know. And I don't know about other countries. I know about those three because I know people that, went through that. So yeah, I'm gonna do that test, and I think I'm doing good because I'm studying. I've already started studying like many weeks ago. But the thing is, like, I'm really good at procrastinating, and so that might be a bit of a problem. But I have my plan and I have my schedule, and I know when I have to have this memorized and that and blah, blah, blah. I just have to follow that schedule or that plan, whatever. But it's still pretty nerve-wracking because, did you just hear my phone? I don't know where it is, but like it vibrated somewhere, or maybe it didn't. you never know. There's actually, I don't know if you know this, but there's like I don't know what it's called. It's like something syndrome, where you hear or feel your phone vibrating, and it actually didn't. It's just your brain that is telling you to, to check your phone. Anyway, if you can also hear thunders, it's because it's right now. There's a storm outside. There actually hasn't been a storm in a while in my town. Anyway, that's completely off point. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, this test. So this test is really, it's nerve-wracking, okay? I'm nervous. My friends are nervous. Pretty much everybody that's going to do this test is nervous. And I think it's like totally normal because it's not something that we've ever done before. And we want to get in college, right? I'm not gonna go into the details of like whatever. In case you're wondering, I want to study business administration and management in college. In case you were curious, I don't know. I think it's a dope. I don't know. I think it's cool. I like it. I think it's a cool degree. Very versatile. Anyway, that was off point. Okay, so I'm nervous about that shit. Not gonna lie. And everybody is, which kind of calms me down, and also the fact that I'm a good student, and I mean, I should be okay, right? I mean, if people have done this in other years, like in the past years, I mean, me and my generation, I guess, the people of my year, we should get through it pretty well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about this because it's like I can't stop thinking about it, and it gives me a lot of anxiety. The other day, I had really low pressure. Like I don't know how you call it. Like you have like low pressure or whatever. Hi, this is me editing. It came to me. Blood pressure. I had really low blood pressure. That's it. Let's go back to what I was saying. The other day I was feeling bad. And I think it was because of that. Sometimes it happens when you have anxiety. Also, like, I don't know if I should say this, but the palms of my hands, they kind of peel off. And that's anxiety. It actually has been happening since I was 15. Because I had a crush on a guy. And I knew that I was going to miss him a lot. And so they gave me a lot of anxiety when he was still my teacher. And I... my hands started peeling off even before I stopped seeing him. So there you go. I actually had a script for this episode, and I'm totally not following it. I'm just I forgot that I had a script. So I already talked about the SAT, whatever. You know what? Okay. So we're in a quarantine. And I have this podcast. I started this podcast in April. Again, don't know when this episode in particular is going to be posted. I'll figure it out. Why is my arm shaking? Oh my god. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like, okay, I started this podcast. I have a blog. I've had it for 6 years now. I'm 17, by the way, just in case you get the picture. And you might think, and I also think sometimes that it might be like a waste of time, or like it might be distracting me from what I'm supposed to be doing, which is, study and stuff. Why is my arm shaking so much? Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me? Anyway, so, but it's actually, like, do you really think, like, I procrastinate a lot. Do you really think that if I didn't have a blog or a podcast, I would be more productive studying? I don't think so, to be honest. And also, like, I love making content, and it's my thing, as well as, like, people have their hobbies and stuff. This is what I do. It fulfills me. I have fun doing it. And I just don't see myself without doing it. I like, really, I can't, okay? Like, anyway. And I'm also scheduling my podcast episodes. This is why I don't know when this one in particular is going to be posted, because I'm recording all of the podcasts and trying to get them ready, because the month before the test, I want to be completely free and have all my time to, focus on studying and stuff. So that's why I don't know when this is going to be posted. And so, I have my schedule. Like, I organize myself in a way that, I can make content and I can do what I love. And I also work out and stuff. So, like, I get to do all these things, but also, like, it doesn't interfere with school. So, it's raining so much. I don't think you can hear it, though. The other day, my mom was talking to my grandma and my auntie through video chat. And I told you guys, and you actually couldn't hear her. And she usually shouts because she believes that they can't hear her. But that was TMI. So yeah, that's pretty much how I juggle with it. When I have something coming up and I know that my hobbies are gonna interfere with that, me preparing for whatever that is, I usually try to get it ready like a long time before actually, like I don't want those two things to like, I don't want to have to do those. You know what I mean. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Actually, like, in the general picture, let's say, this situation is just, it caught all of us, completely off guard. And it's not a good thing, but in my personal situation, I'm trying to look at the bright side of it. And that is that if I hadn't been at home 24/7, I wouldn't have had the idea of making this podcast. I actually didn't really think of the idea of a podcast like before. I started thinking about it in March and stuff, but I didn't think like seriously about it, let's say. And so at the beginning of April, I was like, oh, let's start it in July or something when this test is already done. And then I was like, wait, I have a lot of time, like a lot of time. And I knew that it wasn't going to take me that much time. Like, the way that I wanted to do it, I knew that it wasn't going to take that much of my time. And I kind of predicted it right. Like, it takes obviously some time, like, doing this and doing that and, but it really doesn't take as long as I thought it was going to take, which is great. And that's why I made it, if it took me like, if it took like 25 hours a week for me, I wouldn't freaking do it. I would just wait until summer, and that's why I did it, because I knew that it wasn't going to be that much of a problem, let's say, when it comes to managing my time. So yeah, like I said before, I work out, which also helps. Like, honestly, so I live in Spain, I already told you. Right now, by the time I'm recording this, we have been allowed to go out for walks for an hour maximum, and we can go for walks now. But before that, actually before the quarantine, I thought I was going to be stressed out. I thought I was going to get anxiety after like few days. But I think like a huge part of why I haven't gotten really stressed, if you can't hear the storm, you must be deaf. Anyway, what was I saying? You know what? Who cares? Forget the storm. This is ASMR now. Okay, it's not ASMR, but actually I find storms pretty relaxing. Anyway, I don't know. I actually like rain. I like it when it rains. A lot of people get like depressed and stuff. And like it makes sense because like biologically and like like your brain kind of like, I guess your dopamine and serotonin levels go down when it's like raining and stuff. Like biologically it is supposed to make you feel like worse, let's say, or like sadder or whatever. But me, I don't think I'm normal because it actually makes me feel good. I don't know. Do you relate to this? I have no idea. That was completely off point too. What was I saying? Like literally the storm is just, it's crazy. You can't even see. Wow. Anyway. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Like working out actually has helped me a lot. Because even though like I don't go out, working out kind of feels like going out. You know what I mean? Like you kind of get out of your brain. I work out for an hour, so I kind of get out of my brain, let's say, for an hour, and you just focus on, okay, so I dance. I shuffle dance. So I what was I gonna say? Oh, why is my brain so stupid? I always forget the things that I'm talking about as I'm talking about them. Why does this happen to me? And I've said this so many times already in this friggin' podcast. I'm so sorry. I'm so repetitive. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, for an hour of my day, I just forget about everything and just think about what I'm doing at that moment. It's like, oh, let's move my leg toward this direction, towards that direction. Now let's jump. Now let's go backwards. Now let's do this. Now let's do this other step. Now freestyle. Now let's practice this step that I'm not so good at, that I have to improve. And it kind of feels like going out. Actually, I have a lot of fun. It just kind of like I don't really think about anything apart from what I'm doing, and it kind of feels like going out. So I think it's healthy. Like, honestly, working out has a lot of benefits to it. Not only, it's healthy. Could you hear that? Could you freaking hear that? You should have heard that. That was beautiful. That was amazing. Anyway, I'm so glad that I'm recording right now. I might regret it though when I edit it, because it might not sound that great. Hi, it's me editing again. And no, I don't regret it. That was amazing. I didn't think you could hear that. But I just feel great right now. I'm having the time of my life. Anyway, what was I saying? This episode is going to be so all over the place. Like, me messing up while talking. There's a storm in the background. I'm talking all over the place. Like, ugh. Anyway, what was I saying? Working out. I was talking about working out. Oh, yeah, because actually, let me tell you some fun facts. The benefits of working out are it reduces your acne, supposedly. It reduces your stress because you release endorphins, also known as the stress hormones, which are also released when you cry. Yeah, tears actually contain stress hormones. It boosts your happiness, actually. I guess your dopamine and serotonin levels kind of go up, or just stabilize, whatever. I think they kind of go up, actually. It makes you feel better. It improves your confidence, your self-esteem. It makes you feel happier. It is healthy, obviously. It's great. Oh, it also helps you sleep better because you get more tired, like, the moment you go to sleep. So it helps with insomnia and anxiety. It reduces a lot of stress and anxiety. And yeah, that's it. If you weren't a working out person and you have anxiety, I recommend you to work out. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about all these things. I think this is everything that I wanted to talk about. Literally, this is just all over the place. Like, I think I've just been, for these almost 18 minutes, I've just been ranting, about, what's going on in my life, pretty much, which is probably kind of boring for you. I'm sorry. I thought it would be cool to talk about this. I don't know why right now. Anyway, if you right now have a lot of work to do and you're stressed out about it, and yeah, and like you find like you don't have enough time to do whatever you're doing, or like you feel like you're not organizing your time the right way, or like you feel like you're procrastinating or wasting your time, or you feel like you have too much to do, or you feel like you're not being productive enough, or you're not alone in that. I'm going through that. A lot of people are going through that. Okay, just because we can't get out of the house doesn't mean we don't have anything to do. We're actually doing a lot of things, We actually have a lot of work to do. So the good thing is we have plenty of time. We just gotta like really put ourselves together and do it. And we have plenty of time. We just need to take advantage of it, and that's it. And everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. I am trying to convince myself of that. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be okay, but you know what? I mean, exams are always stressful. Whether you actually have studied a lot or not, they're always freaking stressful. So that's it. Yeah. And we also have a lot of time to, not only do what we have to do, but also like do the things that we love and the things that fulfill us and the things that kind of get us out of our heads and make us happy. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Sorry if this was all over the place. Sorry if you could hear the storm and it wasn't pleasant for you. I hope you liked it. Yeah. And maybe I should burp again. Why the fuck not? I've only burped like what, twice? I have coffee with me right now. Did I already say it? I think I said it. It's cold brew. It's decaf. It's a macchiato. Actually, today it doesn't smell that good. It doesn't taste that good. And I don't know why. Was that good? Well, I think that's it. Peace.